We often get asked how the Headhunter slip tip system gets rigged from first-time customers. And today I'm going to show you how we set it up and also one or two alternate ways that you can rig the system if you like. When you unpack your spear, and this one's not new, this one I've been using for a while, but when you unpack it, you've got a tip, either cable or Spectra. You've got some red rubber bands, and you've got these little black O-rings. The first thing you want to do is put the red rubber band through the O-ring and then loop it back on itself. So you've done this, you just want to loop it down. So what you're doing is creating a rubber band with a black O-ring on it. And you take this, and on the Nomad Polespear, there's a blue loop. You want to put this through the loop and then feed the O-ring back through itself. So that's loop to loop with the blue loop coming out of the hand grip. On the Predator Polespear, or when you use one of our retrofit kits, whether it's 6mm or 3/8, we have a rubber stopper that slides on the spear. And in that instance, you take this red rubber band and just loop it across the Polespear, and that stopper stops it from sliding up at all. So now you've got this red rubber band to put the tip on. Start it in this black O-ring, go up through this cable loop, so it should hang like this, and then take the loop on your Spectra or your cable tip and drop it over your injector rod. That gives you a secure loop-to-loop connection on the tip of your spear, and it also gives you this red rubber band, which gives you a slight pre-tension on your tip. And what that does is it keeps this tip from falling off, whereas if you didn't have the red rubber band and you're swimming around, the tip can just fall off. With this band, it gives you just a little bit of tension, keeps the tip on there, but as soon as you shoot a fish, it easily deploys. Fish pulls tight, and the loop-to-loop connection takes the pressure of the fish. The red rubber band is relieved of any pressure once this comes tight. To take it off, if this is in a fish, same thing but in reverse. You've got a fish on the tip. You start with the loop up here, pull it over your injector rod, and it should just all fall through and come completely undone. And now you can take your fish off. The system's also been developed to work in a second way. And there's a couple reasons for that. One is some guys don't care for the red rubber band. It works really well, but it does add another layer of difficulty. And in that case, if you don't want to use it, or if it were to break while you're away from the boat, the system can work a second way. And this O-ring is sized so that it fits right on this. It can fit right onto your shooting line here. Same way it would if the red rubber band were attached. But if the red rubber band were to break, or you didn't want to use a red rubber band, you can just loop it through like you normally would. And before you put your tip on, slide your injector rod into that black O-ring so that the black O-ring is now pinching your shooting line, or this rigging line, whether it's cable or Spectra. It's now pinching it against the injector rod. This lets you put your tip on. You can slide this down, and now you've got another way to rig it. It's not quite as secure as with the red rubber band, where it's going to constantly pull it back. If you get any play in it, that play stays in there. It doesn't retract it back on for a rock solid fit. But in a pinch, or if it's your preference, you can rig it this way, and it's a great backup plan. The other way that this tip system works is on our Predator Polespears, or when you get a 6mm adapter or 3/8 adapter. In that instance, it won't have a loop to connect the red rubber band to. We offer a rubber stopper that you actually slide onto your spear. So you slide it on and you can just roll it down end over end. So put it about in the middle of the front section, and then you can loop your red rubber band through itself and onto this shaft. And in doing that, you've created a stopper that keeps that band from sliding up. So next you want to take the loop from your slip tip, whether it's cable or Spectra, and pass it up through the black O-ring on this red rubber band, then up through this braided cable loop, not down, but up through it, and then drop this loop over the top of your injector rod. That's going to now give you the same 2 points of contact, and this will now hold your slip tip on. Again, if the red rubber band were to break, whether from old age or maybe a fish drags it across the reef and splits it, you can always use this black O-ring on the injector rod to hold the tip in place as a good backup plan. I hope these videos have been helpful for you. If you guys have any questions at all, you can always shoot us an email or give us a call. Our website's headhunterspearfishing.com. You can give us a call or even stop by our factory showroom in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We'll see you guys on the water.